Hello, welcome to another live stream of Master Investor. Glad to be here again on another valuable talk on money, business, and investing. My name is Jose. I'm the founder of the company and brain here. Ensure to subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications so that you know when we go live or upload a valuable talk that can literally change our finances forever as long as we apply the information. That's how we turn data into knowledge. And knowledge is the new money. But just information alone without application, without putting it into practice in our own lives, then it's just information. It will not do us any good. So we need to apply that information. That's why it's critical that we follow through with the task at the end of our videos. Anything that we have here is to build our assets column with real assets that we control. Our mission at Master Investor is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education made simple. We're looking for opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. If you're hearing this on a podcast, make sure you subscribe and click the link in the description so that you have access to other tools and resources that we have available to our community to build true wealth. And the foundation of true wealth is found in the ability to master how to read financial statements and improve them. It's starting with our personal financial statement. That's why inside of our ebook and digital course, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On, you'll find an additional asset that will come with the package, which is a financial statement that is blank. We can download to our Excel account if you have one, and you can update it as we move forward in building our wealth. It's important that we take a look at it as much as possible because that way we take control of our finances. We know exactly where we stand financially, and we are doing exactly what a wealthy entrepreneur, an inside investor, a capitalist, or a master investor does, which is to improve financial statements. Not only ours, but now we're going to start improving businesses' financial statements that we're going to analyze and acquire or build from scratch. Every time we build a business, that business will have a financial statement with it and will tell everybody and ourselves how is that business doing financially, right? Whether it's a toxic business that needs to be shut down or is a lucrative business that was built with a strong foundation with the 8 integrities of the cash flow triangle that we explain inside of our digital course. Every single ebook that we have written in here, we have turned it into a vivid digital course on our platform so that you can take advantage of additional assets that will emphasize on each topics of the ebooks. So whatever aligns with the topic, we're going to add into that digital course as we move forward. When you get into there, you will be grandfathered in for any other asset that we add into that specifically course. You will always have access to them at no additional cost. So it's a great opportunity, great investment for ourselves, right? To not only have financial education, but in the future, that course is going to be worth a lot more, and you will always be grandfathered in. So you have a win-win situation here that is going to put money into our pocket through financial knowledge, through steps, assets, systems, artificial intelligence, technology that we're going to be adding in each digital course. We will have exclusive interviews with wealthy entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, and just anybody that can emphasize on the topic of each volume. Okay, so it's going to grow. In a year from now, it's going to be way bigger than it is today, and you can access these assets right from your device, a smart device. So you can also get them on the ebooks. You can get them on Amazon and Kindle if you like to get them there. If you want a paperback of the book, the real hard copy, then we also have that. But I suggest that we just stick to the digital because go to our website. You have additional assets. You have the digital copy of the ebook. You have any updates that we do to the ebook, any further addition that we do, which we probably will as we move forward. Everything changes. So we need to update everything according to how money is evolving. All right. Today I have a great topic. It's going to be on why we need a wealthy mindset. Master the language of money to increase our wealth through active investing instead of saving. Summary. To become wealthy, we need to have a wealthy mindset and financial knowledge. Wealthy people have undergone a mental transformation to change the way we view money. The secret of being wealthy is to recognize the distinction between knowledge and information, something that I mentioned just a few minutes ago. Knowledge is wealth, and wealth is derived from knowledge rather than possessions. Moreover, knowledge cannot be only information. We must act on that information in our lives in order to gain the power and wealth that comes from true knowledge. Has anyone ever expressed a desire to have $1 million? So we will be wealthy, right? What if someone wanted to win a lottery? So we will be settled. There are, of course, plenty of people in the world who have won the lotto or made $1 million just to lose it all. They are no longer wealthy. For what reason is that the case? Essentially, it is because they don't grasp what money actually is and what makes someone affluent in the first place. They might have obtained the money through inherit from family members. It could have been through winning the lotto or working hard at a job for a very long time, a job that pays them a high paying income through earned income. So the ability to make passive income and capital gains income is ultimately what's going to make us wealthy and totally free from depending on anybody. Building income through earned income is not a way to become wealthy, even if you make $1 million, because the way you make that money wasn't through investing, it was through working hard, trading your time for money. Therefore, we can say accurately that the number one reason people do not get wealthy and the main obstacle that they face every single day that hinders them to become wealthy and create total freedom is a job. Yes, that's right. Because if a person works all day at a job, they have no time to really make true wealth. If they don't put time after work, which a lot of them don't have the time because they have to get home, if they have kids, if they have things to take care of at home, then their time is already taken away from them. And time is the most precious asset, at least the main three, right? Time, our freedom, and our mind are the three most valuable assets that we believe in our community here at Master Investor that we all have. And we need to nurture them. We need to take care of that. We need to learn how to optimize them to our best interest. And of course, for humanity, we need to do something that accomplish something great in humanity. We need to act on a solution that we can bring into the world, into the marketplace. So it's all about solving other people's problems when it comes to building true wealth. So the wealthy are not greedy like many poor people think. I'm sure there are a lot of wealthy people that may be greedy because maybe they got wealthy the wrong way, but a true wealthy person understands that wealth is created by becoming generous, and that's why we also respect charity and becoming a philanthropist, being able to give back. That's the ultimate goal. Causes, improve causes that we are passionate about. It's all about improving conditions when we are in this world. That's how we become wealthy. And it's a process and it's a shift in the mindset. The way we were taught about money is wrong. We need to shift that. We need to learn the new rules of money. We need to start investing actively. We need to stop giving the money away to somebody else to invest it for us. We need to actually do our due diligence and take our financial decisions onto our hands. Don't let other people make decisions on our money. That's how we increase risk and we lower our return on investment. And that will not teach you anything neither. The fantastic news of a cool million. 10% of retirees have funds of 1 million or more, according to Yahoo Finance. $1 million can be saved, even though for many people that seems like a lofty goal. This is especially true if we start saving early, right? According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, median income data, if they begin saving 13% of their pay at age 20, an estimated 7% annual return onto age 63, they will be able to bank that $1 million. But you have to also think about inflation, right? When you have 63, right? how is inflation going to impact that $1 million? Because it could be worth nothing at the end of the day. So what $1 million worth before 30 years ago is not the same what it's worth today, because money's being printed every day. Remember, this economy works with printing money. And that's a beautiful thing for us. It creates an opportunity for everybody to tap into the new rules of money, to play with the wealthy rules, and apply the tax code and corporate law into our budgeting and the way we handle money. We have to operate with an entity. That's why it's important that we start building our assets and we start incorporating a company. Even if we're making money through direct sales from promoting a product that we are passionate about, it doesn't have to be our own product that we create. It could be white label, it could be drop shipping. It also could be something that is called affiliate marketing, which is selling other people's products. Today, just about every company that we can think of has an affiliate program. And usually it's free to join. You don't have to buy their products to start promoting those products. And for every sale that you bring to their table, they pay a commission. If it's a subscription product, then we get residual income as long as the client continues to pay. And if the client upgrades to a new product or more expensive or costly product, then we will continue to get those commissions as well. A lot of times we will always be attached to the client, right? So it's about learning how to position ourselves in the marketplace with systems so that they can do the selling and telling for us while we enjoy our lives. It's about freedom. So the way we make the $1 million, that's what's key. It's not about going to the next job that's going to pay you more to make $1 million faster. Because if you're just not learning how to make that $1 million to invest in, then when you make that $1 million finally at the end of your career there, then how are you going to support yourself the next 30 years of your life? That $1 million is not going to help you get too far. It doesn't last long, okay? Because the more we print money, today we're $34 trillion in national debt. It's not stopping. And people complain about inflation. It's going to go up. It's going to go higher. We're going to enter hyperinflation, and that is great because it means music for the wealthy entrepreneur and inside investor by using the new rules of money. We created the 10 new rules of money so that we can equip ourselves immediately with the new rules of money so that we can start playing the game properly and win. We have to make investments to win. We're not here to lose any type of money, and investing is a calculated risk. The more we know about business, the better we are at investing, period. If you're spending time reading about something else, educating yourself about something else, except how to make sound investments, right? Then you're going to be building on the wrong income. 3 types of income: earned income, capital gains income, passive income. Capital gains income and passive income comes from investing. Rule number 1 in our community here at Master Investors is that we work to build passive income and make money work hard through sound investing, in which that brings also capital gains income. The reason why we focus on passive income, because that is the income that, number 1, is taxed at the lowest bracket. So we can minimize taxes all the way to 0, as long as we use also debt, which we encourage very much in our community, not to be afraid of debt. If you are in a position where you are only filled with bad debt in your liability column, then focus on the assets column using good debt. If you have any debt left, turn it into good debt by investing it into an asset that will cash flow to pay for the debt service back, the interest, and also leave us positive cash flow every time we make a payment. We're also making a payment to ourselves. And after we recoup our money back, which hopefully is very fast, we want to have high performing assets that bring us cash flow with speed so that we can recoup our money back. Once we recoup the capital back that we use, or actually not our money, but the bank's money, then we still control the asset. And listen, if you're using a credit card to invest into an asset, and the assets cash flowing every single month, then that's infinite return on investment, meaning that we're getting leftovers. Our bottom line is, well, after we pay the interest and we have X, Y, and Z amount left to us, whether it's $1, $25, $2,500, $3,000, it doesn't matter the amount. That is our positive cash flow. That is money from thin air, that we're creating literally money from nothing. So it doesn't really take money to make money. It takes knowledge. It takes financial education, understanding how money is made today. how money is created through debt. That's why debt is tax-free according to the law. So whatever type of debt, credit card, personal loan, business loan, credit line, all of that, borrow money is tax-free. Okay, so we need to start using debt as a tool to become wealthy, to leverage ourselves to riches. So, debt has a two-edged sword. It can make us wealthy or it can make us poor, depending on the way we use it. Now, we're always going to have bad debt because bad debt goes with liabilities, and those liabilities are things that we enjoy in our lives. It could be a car, a vacation, some piece of clothing that we enjoy from a valuable brand, right? It doesn't matter what we want. We can always have it as long as we have an asset that pays for it. And if we control that asset with debt, we're not even using our own money. That's the highest level of investing. We're making money with other people's money. We're minimizing taxes. We're investing for passive income. We're getting that passive income and we're lowering taxes all the way to zero. We're not making money as individuals through earned income. Our taxes as individuals should look zero every single year. That's how the ultra wealthy live. Now, if you have a job and you want to work for the next 10 years to save up money, that saving needs to have a plan. And you shouldn't just save the 10 years because what did you learn in those 10 years except going to work every single day and show up at somebody else's dreams to work for them? And if that's something that we love to do or you love to do, then it's okay to do it. But there are a lot of people in the world right now that are working at jobs that they don't like just for a paycheck. That's why it's important to work to learn, not necessarily to earn. But if we can combine both, learn and earn, then great, that's even better. Now, you still need to learn how to invest. I suggest that even if you are in love with your job and you are a great employee and that's what you love to do, and yeah, you get paid a lot of money according to other people, right? Then you need to turn that earned income into passive income as soon as possible. Don't just sit there and save the money without any plan of investing that money. And it should be happening now. We should actively invest. That's how we become an inside investor and a master investor. The 3 E's of a master investor: number 1, financial education; number 2, financial experience; and number 3, excess of cash flow, positive cash flow or passive income. That's when we have to receive passive income in order to become an inside investor, a capitalist, or a master investor. That's the highest level of investor, a capitalist, a true capitalist. It doesn't have to necessarily be $1 million. It has to do with, okay, our lifestyle right now is this much. All of our expenses, according to our financial statement, is this much. These are our liabilities, how much we have, right, to pay every single month. As long as we have assets, I will pay for that with ease without us having to work to make that money. The assets are working for us that we're controlling with our companies, is making passive income into our income coming, and we're paying all those expenses with that and liabilities and so forth. Then at that point, we can consider ourselves to be a master investor because now we're financially free. That's the first stage to become wealthy. Once we reach financial freedom, then now we have time on our sides. We have the freedom to be able to sit and think and plan for the next asset, for the next business, because now we receive an excess of cash flow from those investments that we're controlling. Now we need to, whatever's left, we need to treat it as an expense. Every surplus that we have, we should treat it as an expense, good expense, right? It's not about shrinking, about cutting expenses, about living below our means when we're building wealth. It's the total opposite. The wealthy mindset, we understand we must expand, including expenses, liabilities, and so forth. Every business has a liability column, and it has its liabilities as well. Every person has his liability column and liabilities in them. Some people may not have liabilities because they don't have the credit to get the liabilities, like the poor class. They may just get the income and they have expenses. They still have the poor mindset, like the middle class, regardless whether one has more liabilities than the other one. They're still working for money. They still have to, for earn income specifically, they still have to show up to see their clients, to whatever business they work for. They still need to show up to make that money. They need to trade their time. They're getting paid a salary or through a job, okay? Through earn income. And by the time they get that money, taxes have already been taken out and other expenses. that are obligated for the employees to pay. So the wealthy, we pay taxes at the end after we have spent the money. And if we do the right spending, then we can minimize taxes all the way to zero. So we have a win-win game because the rules of money were created by the wealthy to benefit the wealthy. Now, those rules are available to everybody to use, including the poor and the middle class. Take advantage of the ebooks. Click the link in the description. We have many tools and resources that will jumpstart anybody to true wealth. $1 million can be saved, even though for many people that seems like a lofty goal. This is especially true if we start saving early, right? That's what we said. So by the time the person's 63, who knows if the pension plan that they had is going to be even relevant, because if the companies which the 401k was invested on, they crashed for whatever reason because 30 years has gone by and things have changed, and companies go down the hill because they don't not willing to change with technology, like Toys R Us and other companies that we know that blockbusters went down, right? They could have been the first Netflix, but they were unwilling to change and put themselves in the digital world. So I want us to start thinking money as for what it is. It's an idea backed up by confidence. It's fiat, currency, paper money, fake money. We must learn and master how to see the world with our minds rather than with our eyes, because we live in the digital world. Is this feasible? However, that is significant amount of assumption at a significant cost. One reason is that savings rates are historically low and much below the 7% required to meet these savings targets. Furthermore, the employed income expense models are merely unrealistic. As per a bank rate commission poll, over 1,000 households conducted in March 2017, 46% of Americans save less than 5% of their earnings. Just 25% of poll participants stated they save at least 11% of their yearly income, while 19% indicated they save none at all. Is it feasible for the typical individual to truly achieve the savings targets required to become a millionaire? Think about the expenses of a thrifty 20-year-old who needs to set aside 13.35% of her or his monthly median income of $2,288. The 20-year-old's monthly housing expense will be $632 if they live in one of the 10 least expensive U.S. cities and pay the median rent. They will be paying $1,960 a month on basics alone if they factor in about $300 in federal taxes, an average student loan payment $242, a cheap grocery bill of $206, an average internet and electricity bill of $364, and an average cost of $216 for transportation. Our 20-year-old will have only $22 left over after we set aside $305 for savings, and that doesn't account for the cost of entertainment, clothes, or telephone. Essentially, this means that starting at age 20, he or she should be able to live as inexpensively as possible in one of the top 10 most affordable American cities, exhibit greater discipline than 99.9% of our age group, and not have any additional financial obligations such as medical bills or auto repairs. After 43 years of laboring, they might reach the point when they have finally saved up enough money to become a billionaire or a millionaire. It doesn't really warrant a Congress, does it? Unfavorable news regarding a cool million. There's another reason some might cry reading this or hearing this talk, aside from the fact that the above scenarios become more and more like fiction as people start saving for their $1 million later in life, which usually inflation will beat them later on in life. The $1 million net funds will last little over 10 years in some places of the United States. The following graphic comes from a CNBC article from 2022. How many years would $1 million in retirement savings last in each state? As we can see, we have on the left side, we have Hawaii, 10 years, New York, 13 years, California, 15 years, Massachusetts, 16 years, Alaska, 16 years, Maryland, 16 years, Oregon, 16 years, Connecticut, 17 years, New Hampshire, 17 years, Vermont, 18 years, Mississippi, 25 years, Oklahoma, 24 years, Kansas, 24 years, Alabama, 24 years, Georgia, 23 years, Indiana, 23, Tennessee, 23, Arkansas, 23, Michigan, 23, Iowa, 23. What else? And that's it. Yep. And you can see this on our article. If you'd like to have the daily articles via email, then make sure you subscribe to our newsletter on our website. You can find the link somewhere in the description of this audio or the live stream. If you're watching this on YouTube or any other live streaming platform, then you can see the diagram and the photos that we share on screen. So if you're listening to our podcast, feel free to go to our YouTube and subscribe there, because maybe you have time to also watch our live streams and get more content delivered to you to improve our financial IQ. The person that thinks small and does not have the wealthy mindset will need to reside in a state like Mississippi, Oklahoma, Kansas, or Alabama if they want $1 million to last until they statistically might eventually pass away. While there's nothing wrong with those locations, they do not include a significant portion of the nation, and most people don't want to live the places where they have established their life in order to live well in retirement. All of this demonstrates that the universal reality that wealth is not acquired via money only. It is a mindset that matters. Another thing about choosing the right place to live for our dream life where we are does matter, because that is where we will be tomorrow. So choose wisely where we are and make any changes, future changes. Be grateful for where we are. Of course, everything that we have today, we must be grateful for it, even if we like to change it. Once we're grateful, then we can begin to attract whatever we desire to change it with. And now we put ourselves in position where that environment that we want to create, we need to allocate ourselves and reside in places where we truly are going and where our dreams are happening right now. Not tomorrow, right now, right? So make changes, make a plan. So start making a plan. If maybe you lack the funds right now, don't say you lack the funds, right? How can I afford it? How can I create this move? How can I go over there? How can I get this done for free legally? How can I become creative to obtain an opportunity to make this move over there? This is what I need. I'm going to put an investment plan right now in action, right? So we need to have something in writing. We need to bring our ideas into real life, whether it's putting it on our Word document through our computer or any other application, or maybe write it in a piece of paper. It doesn't matter. Bring it out into existence so that we can put a plan behind it and we can start taking actionable steps towards building our dream life. The poor's mentality. Traditional assets no longer make people wealthy or comfortable in their finances. Just as all those investors whose homes and 401ks were completely destroyed during the previous Great Recession. Today, investing in real estate, business, stocks, bonds, and commodities and crypto can result in financial loss. Any asset class could collapse at any time. Take a look at what has transpired throughout the COVID-19 era. It wasn't always like this. The traditional rules of money were reliable for older generations. The dollar was generally stable, so saving made sense. The value of houses increased slightly annually, and businesses provided for employees' retirement. Obligated. Now it's not obligated by the employer to provide retirement. if the employee puts $100, the employee matches that. It's a matching game. So if the employee doesn't put anything, the employee doesn't have to put anything. And a lot of people do not put anything, which is even better because those are fake assets. So don't put money into those fake assets. If it's not paying you money, that's not investing at all. You may feel good that, oh, you look good. It's going to be in 30 years from now that you can actually take that money and create the wealth that you want much faster if you learn how to invest it yourself. Today, invest in a real estate business. Okay, I said that already. Let me see here. Right. So we saw in COVID-19 how things, made a big shift in people's mindset as well, right? We saw that people began to work from home or looking for ways to work from home. And a lot of people actually got out of their traditional job to make money online, and many took opportunities and brought their entrepreneur spirit out and made a lot of money, and they never looked back because the internet has provided a lot of power to people around the world to create wealth fast. It's all about the speed. However, relying on the old rules of money no longer works. Today we have a totally different economy system. Money is no longer real money. It's not backed up by gold. So relying on savings is a recipe for disaster. It's not financially smart to do that. We are going to suffer financially if we put our trust in those things that are fake assets, which only withdraws money from us and do not put cash flow back into our pockets today. The poverty mindset is based on faith in the antiquated loss of money. The wealthy have this money mindset. The wealthy have a distinct perspective on money. We realize that the traditional rules of money have changed and are no longer applicable. Thus, while the impoverished believe that having money through savings makes one rich, the wealthy have a wealthy mindset, which is the opposite from the poor mindset, understanding that savers are losers and that the amount of wealth one possesses is based on how quickly our money grows through actively investing. It requires financial education, of course, right? To make more money. That's why it doesn't take money to make money. Unless we have financial education, then we can make more money through sound investing. If not, then it's just a gamble. While the impoverished view their home as a valuable asset, the wealthy understand that a house is not an asset unless it is putting positive cash flow on our pocket and the mortgage is being paid with the revenue of the house. But if we have to pay for it with our money, then it is not an asset. It has to put money in our pockets now in the form of passive income in order for it to be a valid asset. While the impoverished believe that a strong academic and professional education is necessary to become wealthy, the wealthy understand that financial education holds far greater significance than the other two types of education. The functioning of the mind. Let us offer a useful framework for understanding how the mind functions. It features the catchy acronym BEAR. B stands for beliefs, are the core ideas that guide all we do. They are essentially entirely subconscious. According to Jones, our beliefs serves as the foundation for our thoughts and behaviors. However, our beliefs are just our ideas about what we think to be true. They are not reality. Our actions are heavily influenced by these opinions. E stands for excuses, or the things we say out loud that are based on our convictions. Like a person will say they don't have enough time, or we rely on our built-in excuses based on our beliefs to keep us rooted in the same bad habits. Excuses create a cycle that returns us back to our beliefs no matter how flawed or inaccurate they are. A, actions. The choices we make in response to our justifications and beliefs, excuses eventually result in poor decisions if we don't take control and we don't have a plan of action daily that keeps us on track towards our ideal scene, which are then our actions. Yep, inaction is equivalent to action. No, action means action, right? Our results, the ineluctable result of our denials, justifications, and deeds. The rightful deserts. As we put it, we have to change our beliefs in order to change our results. This alters our justification and leads to better deeds. It is mental adjustment. Additionally, if we want to be wealthy, we must adopt a wealthy person's thinking through a money mindset change. Every significant historical movement and every noteworthy person accomplishment stems from a profound shift in perspective that alters the trajectory of history, whether it be public or private, indefinitely. The four human shifts thus far. The four economic ages of humankind are discussed by Master Investors ebooks and content. Economic ages are really worldwide paradigm shifts driven by advancements in human cognition and technology, as well as what is made feasible by those developments. In human history, there have been four significant shifts in thinking. Number one, hunter-gatherer mentality shift. During the hunter-gatherer period, people rely on the natural world to produce riches. They moved to areas with abundant foliage and decent hunting since they were nomads. To survive, they needed to be able to hunt and gather. Social security was the tribe to the hunter-gatherer. Socially, there was parity among all of them. Every one of them was underprivileged. Number two, agrarian through mentality shift. During the agrarian age, various social classes emerged. The advancement of technology and planted and cultivated land resulted in the emergences of monarchy among landowners and peasants among those who labor on it. The peasants walked and the royals rode horses. There were two socioeconomic groups, the wealthy and the unprivileged. Number three, the Industrial Revolution mentality shift. Some will contend that Columbus' discovery of America in 1492 marked the true start of the industrial age, while many others will date it to the growth of factories in the 1800s. The purpose of Columbus' voyage to the New World was to discover fresh supplies of precious materials, including rubber, copper, tin, and oil. Growing crops was no longer as valuable as providing resources during this period. As a result, the land's value increased. The wealthy, the middle class, and the low class then separated into three groups. Number four, the information age mentality shift. The shift in perspective brought about information. We live in the information age since 1989, when money is created by using information to power technology and low-cost resources like silicon. This indicates that becoming affluent is now more affordable. Like I said early on our talk, for the first time in record history, almost everyone can become wealthy. There are currently four classes of individuals in society: the ultra affluent, the middle class, the impoverished, and the middle class, or the ultra wealthy, but the wealthy. Let's say three classes, but I like to say two classes, just like the Hungarian age. It's just the wealthy and the poor, right? Because the middle classes still have the poor mindset. They still have to show up for work. So let's just keep it simple. And we have two mindsets plus the wealthy are becoming, they're just disappearing. So it's just merging together, the poor and the wealthy. Okay, so let's just keep it with two mindsets to make sure everything is simple, right? So the poor mindset and the wealthy mindset. In two classes, the wealthy, either you're working for earned income at a job, whether it's paying you a high paying job, even if you're an athlete and you make millions of dollars and that's all you do, and you have to show up to your games and so forth, you're still making money through a job. And now if you learn how to invest and now you're investing in assets actively and you're enjoying your time playing in your sport, then when you're retired, you still have the ability to continue to live the lifestyle that you have lived, because you can actually even increase your standard of living because you have accumulated wealth through sound investing. And a lot of people don't do that. High paying employees usually lose their money because they weren't focused on investing. They were focused on doing their job and making a lot of money through their job. And there's nothing wrong with that, but we need to invest in sound assets. We cannot give our wealth to anybody else. Otherwise, money will be lost and you will not learn anything throughout that procedure of giving your money away to somebody else. Nevertheless, while living in the information age, wealth is not achieved through information. However, it is the mental transition from information to knowledge that is required. The distinction between knowledge and information. Most children are accustomed to using technology and the internet is easily accessible in classrooms all over the world. Ethnic or social background aside, information is widely available and free. Regardless of wealth or poverty, anyone may now access knowledge and learn about anything for the first time in history. Though important, none of this information compares to knowledge. We can find the crucial information by sitting through the irrelevant material when we are knowledgeable. Being knowledgeable empowers us to take action based on facts. It is knowledge, not information, that makes one wealthy. The adjustment in perspective brought about by knowledge. Oil is valuable. A large oil holding will be the envy of many, but amassing a large oil holding won't make us wealthy. Wealth is the result of changing our perspective to see how oil may make us wealthy. For example, less refined crude oil has no value. It is a science-based and equipment-dependent technique. Making fuel from refined oil requires knowledge. Fuel has great value and can make us wealthy. However, gasoline cannot exist without oil. It is the same in the information age now. Even if we had all the information without applying it in the world, we will still be impoverished if we do not change our perspective and act on the new information. For example, one of the reasons Mark Zuckerberg is so successful is that he understands how to use information and how to create technology that take advantage of it. Because of his understanding of internet technology, Mark Zuckerberg was able to create Facebook. He is also skilled at assembling a group of intelligent people to work with him to grow Facebook. Lastly, he's aware that information might be sold for a profit. Facebook is really good at gathering, analyzing, and selling our information to marketers and business owners so they can target us with advertisements and profit from us and legally. And that is good because now we have access to the entire world with one click. Just about everybody has a Facebook. We can target the right group of people that we're looking to sell our products. Will we make a money shift to the wealthy mindset context? Mark Zuckerberg's wealth comes from his ability to analyze and use information, not from the information itself. Knowledge is acquired through constant education and application. Wealth is plentiful and available to everyone in this day and age, including us. However, in order to understand and take use of it, we must be financially literate. These days, having information makes one wealthy when we apply that into our lives, while not having knowledge makes one poor. Our knowledge is the new currency in this brave new world. Start by developing our financial mentality by learning more about money, and then get in touch with one of our mindset coaches to start planning for the future to become wealthy. Budgeting to become wealthy, not to save. After that, we will know where to look for the crucial information and how to use it instantly. Choose the right type of income to build freedom. Investing has two main types of income. Number one, capital gains income. Number two, passive income or positive cash flow. Rule number one in our community here is that we work to build passive income and make money. Work hard through sound investing. By doing so, we will also receive capital gains income. Not all asset classes and its assets make us cash flow. Some will only bring us capital gains income. However, we put our focus on building passive income because that gives us true wealth. Finally, wealth is built with passive income and capital gains income, not with earned income, like majority of people think they can achieve wealth with working hard for earned income. They are working against the current due to paying the highs in taxes even before they touch the money that they work hard for. Taxes will be taken out first and other mandatory expenses that comes attached with earned income, the income that comes from a job. The way we make our money will determine whether we have mastered the game of money or not. It is our choice, but money is a game that we will be playing in real life for the rest of our lives. The recommendation is to master money and make it our slave. We tell money what to do, not the other way around. We do not chase the bag. Instead, we attract cash flow through sound investing and raising capital successfully. Passive income provides us total freedom. I hope that you enjoyed today's talk. Let me know if you have any feedback. Write down your question. And of course, make sure you also go to our website right now so that you can have access to our digital courses, make an investment to our financial education, because that's how we're going to improve our financial intelligence. It's the only way we can solve financial problems in our lives. We have to have the financial education. Going back to the basics of business and investing. Every day we have to talk about money. We have to improve our vocabulary. There are 500,000 words that exist in the English dictionary. How many words do we really know? And part of that dictionary belongs to the business lingo. And we need to speak like the wealthy do in order to be able to open doors, communicate with professionals, and we need to know a little bit about everything. A wealthy entrepreneur and inside investor, we are generalist, and then we hire a specialist. We bring the best out of other people. We need to become true leaders, and that's what we're doing here inside our community at Master Investor, is creating true leaders, wealthy entrepreneurs, and master investors or capitalists, right? That's the highest levels. The highest level of investor is a capitalist. And wealth is measured with time, with the free time that we have, without having to work for earn income and still be able to thrive with the lifestyle that we like, without shrinking. And not even with inflation rises, we can still increase our standard of living. We're not cutting expenses. We're not saving. We're in the business of investing in sound assets and building sound assets. Without financial education, a person cannot become truly wealthy. He or she will always give their money away, will always be afraid of investing, will miss out big time in the beautiful world that investing can bring us, as long as we follow through with the right formulas and we have the proper mentors. Remember, go out there and seek the right mentors. Invest in their knowledge, invest in their products. Mentors that already done what we want to do. We need to have several different mentors, but they need to be well pegged. And that's up to each of us to peg them, right? And Master Investor, of course, is one of our mentors. It's always going to be here, but we always recommend to go out there and seek other people that are also sharing their knowledge with us. And they have actionable steps as well. But don't listen to the wrong people, because time is one of the most precious things we have. So we have to make sure we're investing it wisely. One of the main differences between the wealthy and the poor is the way we invest our time, right? The poor, and they invest time where? At their job, working daily. And we're talking about the poor mindset. Whether you have money, that doesn't make you rich or poor. What makes us rich or poor is our mindset. Who are we? Who are we becoming? Money magnifies who we are. If you're a bad person, you have money, then that's going to show. If you're a good person and we have money, it's going to show. It multiplies everything. So we need to use money as a tool to become wealthy and learn how to move it from a cash flowing asset to another cash flowing asset. Since money is not longer real money, then what happens? Money goes to zero if it stops moving because it's not worth anything, right? It goes back to its intrinsic value, which is zero. Every single currency in history has always gone back to zero because of the printing. It loses value. And now it's only about 135 million notes being printed right now. And it's not even the Federal Reserve Banks that prints it. It's another institution that prints it. And the Federal Reserve Bank is the one that controls the circulation, how much it goes into the economy. So 135 million, they're approved to print 135 million notes, right? Meaning the paper that we see as money. And then the rest is printed digitally with like from thin air. There's nothing there. Okay, we need 100 billion. Boom. It's created just like that with one click. So we can also do that. Once we have the wealthy context, we can create money from thin air, and we can tap into infinite return on investment by using debt to acquire assets, to invest for positive cash flow. If we're using 100% financing to acquire an asset, build one, and we're cash flowing from that asset, meaning after we pay the mortgage and the investment or the loans or the credit card interest back every single month, we're also getting money because whatever is left over is our positive cash flow. Then that is infinite return on investment. That's the holy grail of investing. That's money for nothing. Okay, so don't be lazy and only invest your own money. Become more creative, and even when we have money, we have to learn how to raise capital and use other people's money. Use the bank's money and any other form of borrow capital to invest in sound assets that we are controlling with our companies. Okay, and control is more important than ownership. Don't focus on ownership because remember, we want to control. The poor people like ownership, the wealthy people like control and leverage. I hope that you learn a lot on today's talk, bringing the good and bad news of money, the business principles at work in all economies. We talked about why we need a wealthy mindset. If you'd like to see the article, make sure you go to our website and check out our blog, subscribe to the newsletter, and of course, get inside of our digital courses right now. Click the link in the description. We have 3 ebooks right now: the 10 new rules of money, how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income on, and how to invest in crypto to build wealth, understanding Bitcoin and blockchain. Remember, today, crypto is the new money in town. It's a currency, right? Just like the US dollar. Now we can pay each other with crypto. So crypto has become a more valuable asset class since it's been accepted as a currency. And other businesses are accepting crypto. So now we can invest in crypto and get passive income from the gains and use it immediately, because as the cryptocurrency in which we invest in goes up, we can spend that into buying something. Hopefully we're investing it into our assets column so that we can grow our wealth, right? We need to reinvest it. But now we can actually have access to those gains immediately. So it's not just an asset that will only bring capital gains income, and now it's a currency. It's more powerful. But it does go up and down just like any other market. So we must get equipped with the right information and apply the right steps into our investment plan when it comes to building our wealth. And true wealth is built by investing in the 5 asset classes that exist today, which are number 1, business, number 2, real estate, number 3, crypto, number 4, paper assets, number 5, commodities. They all require financial education here inside our community. We have products on all of them. Make sure you take advantage of them. And I will talk to you on the next talk. Thank you for joining me on this amazing talk on money, business, and investing. We are the authentic brand of wealth in the world. Thank you for supporting our community. Stay great and wealthy. Bye for now. And remember, 2 types of debt: good debt and bad debt. Good debt makes us wealthy, and bad debt simply takes money away from us because it goes with a liability. There's nothing wrong with having liabilities or having expenses, as long as we have assets that will pay for those expenses and liabilities, and we can obtain everything for free legally. Anyway, thank you. Stay extraordinary and wealthy. Bye for now. Had to close it here, chat on the podcast. We only have an hour there, so we'd reach an hour. Let me know if you have any questions, all right? Okay, that was good. I think I just saw one typo I need to fix here. Give me 1 second. Great, we made it through. This amazing talk today. Let me see what else I have to do here. Now, let me post this on our podcast channel here. Why? So it's all about the mindset. Starts with the mindset. So important. People think it's sometimes corny about the mindset, but it's not at all. You talk to any wealthy individual, we're talking about money all the time. By investing, creating a project, launching a business, raising capital. Okay, that's good. Maybe see this. All right, let me do a quick video here for our YouTube shorts. Make sure you join us on our live stream right now. We're talking about why do we need a wealthy mindset. It's important that we shift our mindset when it comes to the way we look at money and handle it. So learn the new rules of money and start playing with them. I'll see you on the next video. Getting hungry. We'll get something to eat right now. Let me finish this up here. All right. Go get something to eat. Be back. Going to the gym as well. Make sure you get your exercise. There are 4 pillars of an extraordinary life: health, wealth, love, and happiness. Make sure we're working on those and read every day. Go smarter, go smarter today, more smarter than we were yesterday. So to read and self-development, listen to podcasts, and actively take that information and applying it. That's how we become wealthier. Come a little smarter than we were yesterday. Okay.
Liking so much.
Let's see. Stomach. Okay. Go eat. Not right now. so hungry. My stomach. And I had food before I jumped on the live stream, but I've been working out, so that makes us more hungry. All right, I'm almost done here. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's talk. Remember, it's all about investing in our financial education. Subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and share the content with others. All right, I'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna leave this on for a little bit. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm gonna be watching the chat through my cell phone, and I'll be answering any questions. All right. All right. Talk to you soon. Bring you the good and bad news of money. Business principles that work in our economy. Let me know if you have any questions or any feedback. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. I'm going to leave this on, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, guys, I'm gonna see you on the next live stream. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to be part of our mission here at Master Investor, make sure you join us. Check out the links in the description so that you have access to all of our digital tools and ebooks that will ultimately help us build true wealth. Today, we had a great talk on why we need a wealthy mindset. We have to master the language of money in order to increase our wealth, our passive income. Okay, that's when we know we are successfully investing, when we are receiving passive income. Okay, until then, we're not a master investor. We need the 3 E's of a master investor. Number one, financial education. Number two, financial experience. Number three, excess of cash flow. Bring you the good and bad news of money, the business principles at work in all economies. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for joining me. Stay extraordinary and wealthy. Bye for now. All right, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you know when we go live next time. Thank